year with the Admiral Way rechannelization project, and based on the feedback we received from the community walk, we have selected 6 intersections where we're going to be doing crossing improvements this year.
Okay, just a second. Just a moment, David. I'm sorry. We probably should close that door so that everyone can hear. And, you know, would you mind, if it's okay? Could you stand maybe here so the voice goes a bit away? Okay?
Oh, there you go.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You got a Snickers for that.
Deal. All right. So we selected 6 intersections, and then taking these through like a preliminary evaluation, where we're going to be making crossing improvements this year. The intersections are 49th Avenue South, Southwest Lander Street, Southwest Stevens Street, 59th Avenue Southwest, 61st Avenue Southwest, and 63rd Avenue Southwest. And so we are currently in the beginning stages of designing these, and we don't yet have designs ready to share with the community, but we are working on that as we speak. So once these are ready, and many of you probably received an email about this if you've been involved in the project in the past, we will be sharing those around, and I'm happy to share those with this group as well. But a lot of these intersections are going to include crossing improvements. We're looking at doing some painted curb bulbs and looking to do some sort of decorative design on those that kind of add some community identity to the street. So we were talking about doing something kind of beach themed in there, but if there are ideas about the decorative design you'd like to see in those, we are open to ideas, and we'd be looking for feedback as well. So at this point, we don't have, like I said, we don't have designs to share, but we're still set to deliver these later this year, and a lot of our painting work depends on the weather. So we're hoping that by late summer or so, we'll have these on the ground.
What about funding? Do you have funding?
We do have funding for these, yeah. So it's coming from the pedestrian master plan funds.
Great.
What were those intersections again?
49th Avenue Southwest, Southwest Lander Street.
49th and what?
Admiral.
Oh.
Yeah, so these are all along the Admiral.
That's what
Yeah,
that's what I was
yeah.
focused.
Lander Street, which is the one right near 53rd. There's kind of like 2 Lander intersections. Southwest Stevens Street, 59th Avenue Southwest, 61st and 63rd.
That's great. That's
What
good
if
news.
59th what's the work being done?
So 59th is actually the substantial one where we are looking to convert that to an all-way stop.
What? Can you speak up, please? Can't hear you.
Convert that to an all-way stop, the 59th one.
So like a 4-way stop?
Yeah. There is like another leg on there, so it's kind of a 5-way stop.
4-way stop.
Will the light stay there then?
The light would go into a red flashing phase
Okay.
while we evaluate it. And then if that's successful, then we will remove the signal and put an always stop beacon in, like the 4-way beacon that just signals to motorists that the always stop is coming up. Yeah.
What would happen at 65th first? Isn't there already a crosswalk there?
Yeah, so that one adding some curb bulbs to it, just to
Okay.
increase visibility for pedestrians. We're going to be entering that
And
crosswalk.
so when you say there'll be some treatment, does that mean at a minimum a crosswalk? Or is...
Some of these are just curb extensions that we're looking at. So the designs are really preliminary. They're still going through engineering review, so we're not quite ready to share those before we can determine whether it's feasible or not. Yeah.
What prompted the idea to put in a 4-way stop at 59th and Admiral rather than a traffic or pedestrian-activated stop light?
So
Seems to me that a 4-way stop, since there are times when there's not really any traffic coming across 59th and Admiral, that if everyone's stopping there will really back up traffic on Admiral.
yeah, so we've been studying that location as a potential to, because we have the half signal there, the pedestrian activated signal there right now. And this would help to slow down traffic along that corridor. There's been a few collisions, and we're looking at, slowing down traffic and making it an easier crossing for all.
Is there a concern to slow down traffic because there's a higher incidence of accidents at 59th and Admiral?
There have
Have you
been.
documented that?
What's that?
Have you documented that?
Yeah, we have some documented collisions at that intersection. That's part of the warrant to meet an always stop. Yeah.
The 59th would actually be a 5-way stop, right?
Yeah, so there is like the Hanford Street that comes off of there. So that's already stop controlled. So basically, we'd be adding stop signs on Admiral.
How's the four-way stop gonna work there?
Huh?
How does a four-way light work on a five-way stop?
So the light would be decommissioned.
Everybody has to stop, and then they just take turns, I guess.
And Hanford is weird because it's.
Yeah, it's kind of an angle then.
Yeah.
How do you see the corner of the
It's not
light?
really part of the intersection.
Choose which light you like best.
So how does this work? So there's a pre-design phase, there's like an evaluation, and you go to the CD phase next? I mean, how, those decisions are made between pre-design and design, and then you implement?
For the intersection?
Yeah, for any of these projects on these intersections.
Yeah, the 59th was a little bit different in particular because was being studied for a signal removal for a while. The other ones, we'll collect data on those intersections and see what sorts of treatments can be done there.
Then you make an engineering recommendation, and something drifts to the top, and that's the solution, or how does that work?
Well, so it sounds like some of these intersections were identified on the community walk last year as being potentials for where we could make crossing improvements, and then we'll kind of mock up a design of those and bring it to our engineers and focus on kind of what the goals were that were identified as like slowing down right turning cars, shortening the crossing distances, and so we look at solutions in kind of our toolkit where we can meet some of those goals, and then we'll bring that to engineering. We'll kind of come up with a design for that, and then once we have some approval on those, we'll share with the community.
Oh, okay. All at once, or just little pieces? Because you have, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. So we'll share the package.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Isn't there a bus stop moving? Oh,
So
that's not happening.
that was talked about. We aren't able to move forward with the bus stop relocation. We got some mixed feedback about that one. But if we were to relocate that bus stop, it would be on the bridge, and that would just be designed to handle the weight of
There,
buses stopped on it.
to that point, we got an email this afternoon from Don Schellenberg. And I don't know who all got a copy of that, but I have.
Okay, thank you. I think
Yeah.
I don't know who all wants a copy.
Just one thing about the painted curb will sound really neat, that the first phase of this project, we put in bike lanes. So how will they interact with the bike lanes?
So they won't be on top of the bike lanes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I also wrote back to Dawn when we got her email today, that there's been a utility project at the southwest corner of the bridge over Schmitz Park Reserve. It's been sitting right in the middle of the bike lane for like 2 months now, and they put in a plate, and it has whole asphalt around the edges of it, one of those orange plates. But a car would flatten it down, but bikes don't do that. So it's got all this loose asphalt, and it's basically the only way to get around it is to go out.
I saw a concrete truck there today, so I think they
Slow
might
it
have.
down. It's been going
I think they
very
might
slow.
have-
There
was a concrete cut, but I actually rode my bike up that after they were done, and the asphalt and the plates were still there.
They're still there, yeah. So I just curious, how long is this utility project gonna go on there? I don't know.
Yeah, I can look into what.
I asked Ellen about it, so
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah, we have records of that. We can see what the construction.
yeah,
will
it's been
end.
there for quite a while.
Yeah.
So are you trying to get more bicyclists on Admiral and fewer cars on Admiral? Because I haven't seen the bicyclists using the bicycle lane.
I used it today.
We use it all the time.
I mean, we're trying to make safe bike connections, provide all edges and abilities connections. But yeah, so we'll be going back out this year, as Don had mentioned in the email, and studying the Admiral corridor and seeing what impacts, like how the rechannelization has impacted traffic along that corridor. So we'll be looking at that, and then if future changes need to be made, we can look into those.
So for those that didn't get the email from Dawn, to encapsulate it, what they said was that they're not gonna make any improvements at 57th. 57th and
Yeah,
Admiral.
those are on hold for now.
Those are on hold because they were going to move the bus stops up to the Schmitz Park Bridge, and it's too heavy to move the bus stop up there. So they looked at moving it a little bit west, but there's no good, as we've been talking about all along, there's no good site visibility in that whole area. So there's no plans.
Yeah, and that's part of what we've been running into an Admiral is the curves in the road,
Yeah.
really restrict sight lines, especially when you have pedestrian crossings.
Right.
So will you be pedestrian counts in advance of deciding what the treatments are, or are you relying on the ones that were done a year or whatever ago, a year or two ago?
We may do pedestrian counts. I'll pull the data and see what counts were done in the past and what our engineering requires us to do. But yeah, we'll likely do it while we're evaluating the corridor as well.
So David, you're mentioned as being a planner.
Mhm.
Are you the contact person for this project, or is there another person? or-
Yeah, I can, either Don or I can be the contact person for the housing improvements. Yeah.
And the timeline is a year from June, or is it?
This in 2017, yeah. We're shooting to get these on the ground by
Really?
in 2017. Yeah. A lot of our painting work, like I said, is weather dependent, and we tried to get a lot of stuff out last October, and last October turned out to be the rainiest October we've had. So we're trying to get these done as quickly as we can.
And with the bulking up of 59th, that'll accommodate a lot of the pedestrian traffic.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's
yes.
the goal.
Yeah. One of our primary goals to that is just providing a safer crossing across that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I missed you because I'm a little hard hearing, but is there a timeline on this and is there funding for it?
Yeah, it is already funded, and we're looking to get everything on the ground this year, in 2017.
So maybe the final engineering presentation in June or something like that, or maybe, or?
Yeah, I think in the next few months we'll have drawings ready to share, and we can definitely keep you updated on that and where we're at with that.
I may have missed it, but is there, talk about the 49th Street crossing at all?
I
And
mentioned that it's part of the package.
Yeah, what's the plan there at 49th?
So that one is still going through review, but we're looking at relocating the crosswalk because some of the sight lines right now are obscured. And then doing some curb bulbs. We're also looking at a flashing crosswalk in that location, but we haven't made final decisions on that.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Where is it going to be relocated if it does relocate?
That's still kind of in the process, yeah. It would stay at the intersection though, but just a different leg of that intersection.
Right, different side of the intersection.
Yeah.
So westbound downhill, there's a speed sign. Is there a counter on that that says how many this house?
I'm actually not sure.
It's not sure? No.
Yeah, I can look into that.
Are there usually counters in those?
I'm not sure actually.
It's just trying to understand how much velocity, if there's an average velocity heading down that hill, because then you hit the blind turn, and that's, we're not sure how we gauge that.
I got something to
Yeah.
say, the bikes go down there too, but we would lower the average quite a bit, because, you can't go more than like 20 miles an hour, or 23 miles an hour.
It breaks you down.
It's about 20 miles an hour when I go down.
Yeah, and we pulled counts there in 2015, so that's the
There's counts for their speed too, right?
Yeah, speeds and counts, yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah, full package of data. So.
I could say I walk along there and it seems like 35 to 38 is typical.
I think in your data it said it was the highest speed in the whole corridor right there.
oh, very
The
good.
only thing that slows them down is the turn. They have to slow down at that turn.
Yeah.
But otherwise, they're going pretty quick.
49th and 9th.
Yeah, and so we'll be pulling all that data again now that the rechannelization has been complete, and that'll be part of the evaluation that we've done this summer.
So this is kind of a while here thing. I really like the blinking lights on Avalon, when people want to cross by the sea ride. Because it's it takes your attention. So I was thinking, you have the lights that head westbound, to 59th. If there's a way we can change those to LED lights that flash at a faster rate when there's motion.
You mean the turn ones?
Yeah, and it kind of brings your attention to that. But it's like they're kind of low tech. They're not as bright and shiny. But we can change those over to something that grabs people's attention. That might give them understanding of the turn coming about. I think that's why they're there, because that turn. Anyway, that's just an idea. I don't know if that will fly.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's been done.
So can I send a suggestion in maybe? Or?
Yeah. I'll leave my card here if anyone has any feedback or suggestions at all.
Great.
Hudson has a question.
Yeah, I have a couple questions. Off the land or what's going on there, but it's not green stripes at the top of Lander. And two, if there's a truck unloading or a bus, or the telephone pole's right there at the corner on your right when you come up to the top, you have to pull into the bicycle lane in order to see down Admiral Way. So something needs to be done there, because you can get broadsided by a bicycle coming down the hill just to creep out to see what's coming up in the way of cars. And the other thing is, the bicycle lane to the left, as you go up the hill against that brush, fills up with tree branches and stuff like that. Since it's been painted in there, a lot of times the bikes move out into the street. So I think the city needs to keep that cleaner, because if somebody gets caught in those branches, they get decapitated on those metal bars that are right down the end there, because that would thrust them right into that car bumper that's right there at the top of the thing. So that needs to be looked at.
That's good that you're bringing that to our attention, so we can look into that more.
But drivers should also understand that bikes are allowed to use the road even if there is a bike lane. If there's a hazard in the bike lane,
Say again, please?
if there is a hazard in the bike lane, the bike can certainly be in the road.
Yeah,
It's
no,
their
but
legal
quite
right.
frequently there's branches
Yeah.
and stuff forcing them out, and the
Yeah.
city could keep that cleaner since they put it so
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
But-
but things can happen overnight, and
But-
just, you know,
but the bike-
understand that the cyclists can
I don't
be
wanna
in the
see
road.
somebody come down there at 30 miles an hour on roller skates, or
Yeah.
what do they call the board with the
Skateboard.
skateboard, or a bicycle, and get their head, cracked from that steel bar down there. It's pretty sharp, and it's just right next to it. Somebody's head.
could clean out their bushes.
Pardon me?
A landowner could prune their trees too on that
Yeah,
section.
but just when the wind blows the stuff around, it all ends up on the
I know,
sidewalk
I
and the
adopted
curb.
that section and clean out, but I figured out there. Holly, you had a question?
Oh, no, I was just going to ask, but the bicyclist is supposed to look before they veer out into the road, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
if they value their life, yes.
Okay, good.
Any more questions for David? David, are you an engineer as well?
I'm a planner, yeah.
A planner. God bless you guys. Okay. Plan well, we're watching you guys. Okay, any other questions?
I have a quick question.
Oh, yes, please.
So you're a planner. Once the city, SDOT does a project, is there a team that evaluates the effectiveness of a project?
Yeah, we do go back in. and
Is that
do
your team?
evaluations. It depends on the team that's delivering it.
Okay, the question would be the 3 speed bumps or humps on Beach Drive that were put in last fall. I'm just curious if there's any analysis that's scheduled to do on, with that.
Yeah, I can look into that for
Okay.
you and see who is managing that project.
May I make a suggestion? David, didn't you say you brought some business cards?
I do, yes.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna leave those.
Yeah, I think Barb, you should, because that's a good follow-up to make sure you get your question answered about Beach Drive. David has some cards here, and we know SDOT, you guys are really powerful, so we're paying attention. Okay? We know those things now. Any other questions for David? Yes, Carmen?
I just wanted to say thank you, because this is, when we were in the walk and talks, it's really cool to see you guys
great.
being so responsive to all my concerns.
And we really appreciate it. And we are the oldest community in Seattle, Alki.
Oldest and best, right?
Oldest and best, there we go, oldest and best. All right. Okay, Tony, one last question, go ahead. Oh, you got a question too? I'm sorry. Tony, go ahead.
So, since you're a planner, if we had another issue in the Alki area, is there a point person we should go to, about some ideas?
I mean, I think it depends on what your issue is. We have the Find It, Fix It
Yeah,
app and Find It, Fix It
Is that
systems.
what starts it then?
Yeah, if you have a question or a complaint or one knows about something more, I would either go through the Admiral or 684 road line.
Okay.
And that will get flagged to the appropriate person.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good place to start.
Okay,